Hollywood is indelibly printed in our minds as the go-to place for entertainment, and has been for decades. When there really did seem to be more stars in Hollywood than in heaven, Hollywood Stage had them performing films as radio plays, on the sponsor's dime, of course. The Hollywood ringmaster himself, Cecil B. DeMille, unveils the treasures and the stars for you, right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cecil B. DeMille. Greetings from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. For our stars as well as for us, the past year has been an outstanding one. It's been Mr. Bowles' busiest and most successful year on the screen. Anne Shirley has acquired stardom and a husband. And Barbara Stanwyck has at last come into her own through her magnificent performance as Stella Dallas, which she repeats tonight. I know of no one in Hollywood who merits success more than Barbara. Born in a poor section of Brooklyn, she lost both parents while still a child. Living with 10 different families, whichever would take her in, she never knew what a home was. At 13, she was earning her own living as a clerk. 2 years later, she was a dancer. And her first glimpse of success came with a stage role from David Belasco, who changed her name from Ruby Stevens to Barbara Stanwyck. Now on top, Barbara can at last indulge a lifelong ambition. She's purchased a farm in the San Fernando Valley and will spend her off-screen life raising horses. Our story was written 15 years ago by Higgins Prouty and was brought to the screen by my partner of 25 years ago, Samuel Goldwyn. As in the film, we hear Mr. Bowles as Stella Dallas, as Stephen Dallas, Anne Shirley as Laurel, Barbara O'Neill as Helen Morrison, and of course Barbara Stanwyck as Stella Dallas. And now one of the year's greatest pictures comes to the air. The Lux Radio Theater presents Stella Dallas with Barbara Stanwyck, John Bowles, and Anne Shirley. The year is 1919, and our scene is Main Street, in the little manufacturing town of Millhampton, Massachusetts. It's 10 o'clock Sunday evening, and the picture at the Bijou Movie Palace has just finished. In the crowd, drifting out through the lobby, is Stephen Dallas, assistant manager of the town's factory. And at his side, walking as close to him as she dares, is Stella Martin. Stella looks happy and very proud as the mill hands greet their young executive.
Evening, Mr. Dallas.
Evening, Joe.
Hello, boss.
How are you, Harry?
How do, Mr. Dallas? Hello, Stella.
Hello. That's the second time this week I saw them together in the drugstore the other night. You mind your own business.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry, Mr. Dallas.
Oh, come on now. You've got to get home. Do you mind our being talked about, Stella?
Mind? I mind? Oh, no, it's just that... Well, I can't believe you like seeing me when you could be out with all the swell.
Oh, but I want to be with you. I like being with you.
Oh, could I take your arm? I mean, is that all right? Is that considered...
Well, of course it is.
Oh, I hope you don't mind my asking those things. It's just that I want to be like all the people you've been around. Educated, you know, and speaking nice, and then
Now, don't be like anyone else. I like you the way you are.
Oh, but I've wanted to be different ever since I met you, and if I was around you long enough, I could be. Why, I could learn to talk like you and act like you, and pretty soon well, you know, you've done a lot for me, even in these couple of weeks.
You've done a lot for me, too, Stella. I was very lonely the day you walked into my office.
Lonely?
Yes. I don't know how much you know about me, but...
Oh, I know your society. I mean,
You mean I used to be.
Yes, and your father died. I read about it in the newspaper.
Dad didn't die. He committed suicide, Stella.
Oh.
He went broke and he couldn't stand it. That's when I came here to start all over again. I guess that was in the papers, too.
Mr. Dallas.
Yes?
That girl, the one you were engaged to when...
Yes?
Wouldn't she wait for you?
She would, if I'd let her. But I couldn't do that, could I? She was married just 2 weeks ago.
Oh. She must have been very lovely.